How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout, the YouTube show where you subscribe for cryptocurrency updates every single day. And today is a pretty juicy one. I think that we're all pretty excited with the recent movement. I mean, everything pretty much just taking that nice, cool, slight curve upwards, which is pretty exciting. And I think Cardano proving once again that it is king. Now, of course, the top performers of the day, Litecoin really blasted off and took over that number 4 position. We have just did a live stream where we discussed that. And now I think it's important to talk about one of my favorite cryptocurrencies, Cardano. In particular, this recent shift in momentum that we've been seeing with the cryptocurrency space comes at a pretty welcome time, in particular with looking forward to more developments from Cardano, including Shelly and the like. Definitely a pretty exciting time to be paying attention to this space. So we've got some really exciting articles. Let's jump right into it. Cardano price action. Can ADA remain a cryptocurrency unicorn? And I agree. I think it can. I would personally say Cardano is one of my top horses as far as 2019 goes. I'm pretty excited. So the current valuation of Cardano, now being what it is, Cardano basically, if Fibonacci retracement levels are drawn between the December low and the January high in price, we can see price testing at 0.618 retracement level several times this week before spiking today. Essentially key takeaways being Cardano is once again the cryptocurrency unicorn. Today's increase in price, Cardano met support at 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level several times during the week before today's increase. Bullish divergence between price and RSI on 8-hour preceded the price increase. Now, if you guys are interested, make sure that you go and check out this article. Definitely an interesting one, worth your time to check out. But I think we need to look at the Cardano roadmap, and definitely when you look at the team that's on this project, I think Cardano is one of those technologies that really speaks for itself. The entire Cardano team is made up of experts around the world, IOHK, engineers and scientists as the team leader. The core technology team also consists of well-typed. So you guys have read this all before. Now, obviously, we're not going to go over the Cardano roadmap for you today, but I think as we near these next developments, we could be seeing some really interesting movements on the side of Cardano, especially now. I think that people are starting to get their confidence back in cryptocurrency. It's still a pretty delicate animal. I mean, we're pretty much just returning to where we were not too long ago, earlier this month, and there's still a long way to go yet beyond that. However, these returns back to this spot right now, I think Cardano is able to achieve stability to a large extent. Still, I think Cardano is very, very undervalued when you consider what it does, and especially when you consider what it is going to do in the near future. Now, of course, time will tell what we can expect to see thus far as the development of these things in an overall context. But this article right here also caught my attention, this prediction of a possible 54% surge in Cardano value by the end of February. And of course, we always see this sort of predictions coming out. Cardano to launch new roadmap after IOHK summit. Certainly something on my radar as well. And of course, in other cryptocurrency news, we have venture capitalist loses Bitcoin bet but doubles down on crypto. And of course, Advisor shares launches Sabertooth ETF for blockchain tech and cloud computing. Stellar Lumens faces strong rejection at support, turning resistance. So when it comes down to it, I mean, we really have to put Cardano's current state of affairs into the overall context. I mean, when we think about Bitcoin being the introduction of the cryptocurrency paradigm shift, in the public consciousness, and then of course Ethereum being that sort of perfecting the overall ideas of what Bitcoin came to offer, what with smart contracts and so forth, it's definitely something to take into consideration where Charles Hoskinson is planning on taking Cardano as these different developments continue to be implemented. Now, in the overall context, I think when we think about what can actually be built on this platform, it's something to be said. Realistically, I'm excited to see where Cardano is going to be going, giving a lot of these other cryptos a run for their money. And I think that this argument is well supported in the cryptocurrency sphere right now. And then of course we have this tweet by Charles Hoskinson. He's not left IOHK or Cardano. Being an advisor for a project does not mean that he's abandoning or slowing down upon existing communities and commitments. It's unbelievable the garbage being on Reddit and so forth. And I hear you, Charles Hoskinson. And then of course this tweet right here I found pretty interesting. 88 levels on the daily, break down current support and bearish and current levels, and of course Cardano being where it currently is. Certainly excited to see where the team is going to be taking this project as things continue to get going, and especially on in terms of bringing together the international community and all these different things. And interesting picture right there. Basically, people asking to be captioned. But hey, I mean, so when we're talking about this tweet right here, Charles Hoskinson, that he retweeted, definitely interesting to see there. But Cardano and Ethereum co-founder joins basically this predictive algorithm. And I want to cut down to the chase here. Cardano is one of the most interesting cryptos in the space at this time. When we're talking about what they aim to do, I think it definitely takes into consideration a wide variety of variables that are going to be pretty integral to the future of how society looks. And I think it's often blinding for people who are distracted by the way that things are currently going. But again, you can't really look at cryptocurrency, at the history of what's happening in crypto in order to get an idea of what's going to happen in the future of crypto, because it's such a different animal as these different codes and so forth are able to be built upon the various different foundations. And I think as far as whether you value academic rigor or scientific, all these different things, I think that Cardano is one of those technologies that really does have the gusto that's going to be necessary in order to give a lot of these other technologies a real run for their money. And of course, the recent attention that we've been seeing given in Cardano's direction, it's all pretty exciting stuff unfolding right in front of us. But of course, I still maintain a more pessimistic, fatalistic perspective on what I actually expect to see happening all through 2019, because cryptocurrency has been so slow to crawl. It's definitely, but regardless, how will Bitcoin fare? The panel project nominal, growth through the beginning of March at 2%, but expects a healthy 98% jump, pushing Bitcoin to around 6,000 by year's end. If that holds true, Bitcoin's total market cap would increase to 118, a market of 95% total increase. I would hope that they're right, but of course, I'm hoping for something even bigger than that. I mean, according to my calculations, I could see just as easily, I think we could see Bitcoin's value double this year, or we could see it get split in half. I mean, it basically all depends how these next few months fare out, but of course time will tell and I hope that it goes our way. But yeah, of course, so remember, I mean, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only, everybody. Remember, I'm not your dad. I'm not a financial advisor. So of course, if you guys are interested in these technologies, I recommend you guys do your own research when it comes down to these things. But yeah, so I mean, if you guys are interested in connecting with us, make sure that you follow us on Twitter. It's at CryptoTuber. And of course, comment down below letting us know what you think about Cardano and where we can expect the roadmap to take us. But I'm certainly fairly bullish on Cardano and expecting to see some pretty interesting things. Not getting my hopes too high, but today definitely was a pretty interesting thing. And I know there's probably plenty of people out there taking profits at these levels, and I know there's probably some people who are pretty greedy who will probably get run over by the bulldozer, but then again, I mean, that's the game. That's cryptocurrency for you. It's interesting to see the top performers, and the only crypto that hasn't actually managed to take any gains from today being this one, but who really cares? Yeah, so I mean, it is an interesting day for crypto. It's certainly a positive indication that we still have still got it. So I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening. But anyway, make sure that you guys are subscribed for video every single day on cryptocurrency. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.